Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report. Hello, race fans. I'm Wylie Wade, and this is Wylie's Race Report, presented by Piantanida Construction, covering Saturday night, September 23rd, 2023. Wylie's Race Report is brought to you by Piantanida Construction. For all your construction jobs, both big and small, give Pete a call at 925-580-1467. That's 925-580-1467. Piantanida Construction. Tell them Wylie sent you. Coming up this weekend at Antioch Speedway, the 30th of September 2023. It is the Chet Thompson Memorial with the hard tops, the super stocks. The Dwarf Car Mania is taking place this Saturday, and the USAC Western States Midgets are going to be there for their second show of the year. Gates open at 4 o'clock. Racing action kicks off around 6 o'clock. This past weekend, we had some amazing racing with the Wingless Sprint Cars, the Pacifico's Hobby Stocks, and the Print Club Mini Stocks. They crowned their champions. We'll talk about that in a little bit. They were also joined by the BCRA Midgets and Lightning Sprints, and the Figure Eights rounded out the evening quite late, actually, on Saturday night. We ran a little bit over curfew, but had a great time, and it was some great racing action. And if you missed it, make sure you're there the next time. Okay, this episode of Wylie's Race Report, we're looking at the Wingless Sprint Cars. We had the first annual Rick Panfili Cup race, and the race winner was Blake Bauer. What an interesting night he had. He was doing double duty on Saturday night, but in the Wingless Sprint Cars, he early in the race spun in turn number 4, got clipped by another driver who then got into a fight with Blake Bauer in turn 4. Quite the fight. Haven't seen one like that at Antioch in a long time. And Blake came back and won the Rick Panfili Cup, charging through the field like a man on fire. His adrenaline had to have been pumping after that incident in turn number 4. We'll talk to him right now in Victory Lane. Ooh, perfect time to photo bomb.
Oh, Wylie's oh,
there's Wylie.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Thank you. Blake Bauer. What a beautiful cup you got there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you had a interesting turn 4 incident over there.
Yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, that's for sure.
You got out, but man, you were on fire. Your adrenaline had to have been just screaming because you drove up through that field like crazy.
Yeah, I just didn't want to give up, and I couldn't thank Dave and Ted and my dad for giving me such a good car to work with. I mean, I felt like I could put it anywhere, and we were able to just dominate. And I finally started trying that turn 1 up on the top over in turn 1, and it felt like I could get around them and have enough to just overcome them and kind of lead them back into going into 3 and then take advantage. So put it to work, and we got her done. So
yeah, the entrance to turn number 1 suddenly late in your guys' race really hooked up. That's how another pass for the lead was made earlier when you were still fighting your way up through, and then you got up there, and there just seemed like you carry a lot of momentum on the entrance to the high side.
Yeah, it really didn't have anything coming off, which I couldn't carry it all the way around. I had to kind of dime down in there and hopefully catch this a little bit of grip coming out of 2 right here, and it worked out good, and yeah, got her done. So,
what's it like racing your teammate? Is that you like doing that, or you get nervous because you don't want to wreck both cars?
No, yeah, I get nervous. Yeah, for sure that, but I feel like it makes us better drivers. He's one of the best non-wing guys out here too, and he's a really good driver. And I don't know, that's how it is.
Congratulations! Let's see this cup you got here. Rick Panfili Cup, one of our regulars here at Antioch Speedway, and that cup named after him after he passed away earlier this year. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I want to take some time to thank some people. Like I said, Dave, my dad, my mom, Ted and Rose Finkenbinder, all my sponsors, Mountain Cascade, Z-Max, Orland Public Auto Auction, Sold by Guys, Trent Shoring, everybody that comes on board, Jay Sizemore Trucking. And I want to thank Tony Viscacci too, because I wouldn't be here without him. I mean, I raced a midget for him tonight too. He's done so much for me, and it wouldn't be possible without him. So,
well, awesome run, and way to work your way up through the field tonight.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Blake Bauer, winner of tonight's Rick Panfili Cup. Congratulations to Blake Bauer, our race winner of the Panfili Cup on Saturday night, our champion for 2023 season. Unfortunately, he was not there. Didn't get to talk to him, Jarrett Soares, but he did take home the championship, and the Wingless Sprint Cars will be back later in the season for non-points races. This upcoming weekend, Chet Thompson Memorial with the Hardtops, the Super Stocks, and the Dwarf Car Mania, and also the USAC Western States Midgets making their second trip of the year to Antioch Speedway. Gates open at 4 o'clock. Racing action kicks off around 6 o'clock. Candace will be on the microphone and hopefully a special guest announcer as well, as I'll be announcing down at the shootout, the Pettit Shootout this weekend. And I will be back next week for the Pacific Coast Hobby Stock Nationals on October 6th and 7th, 2-day show. It is going to be a great time this weekend. It's going to be a great time next weekend. It's going to be a great time the remaining races of the year. You don't want to miss any of them. This episode of Wylie's Race Report brought to you by Piantanida Construction. Pete's number 925-580-1467, 925-580-1467. For all your construction jobs, big and small, give Pete a call and make sure you tell him Wylie sent you. I'd really appreciate it. I am speaking as a customer of his when I'm telling you this. That's going to do it for this episode of Wylie's Race Report. Until next time, thanks for tuning in. Goodbye, everybody. He was racing. All right, wait a minute. 3.